How I got into ice core science was actually from an outreach program that came to my school. I was 12 years old and they were talking about Antarctica and showing pictures of penguins and whales, and then they had somebody holding an ice core, and I immediately put my hand up and said, "What is that person doing?" And they said, "Oh, that's a glaciologist." And from then I decided that is what I want to do. I want to become a glaciologist. So then I chose all the science classes, all the maths classes. I was never very good at them, but I just kept going because it's what I wanted to do. And it wasn't until I got to university and I studied here at the University of Tasmania that I came to the Institute of Marine and Antarctic Studies and found some ice core scientists and went, my academic transcript is not super great, but I'm very, very keen to work with ice cores. Do you have a project that's available? And they said, yeah, we've got one at the moment that is looking at whether you can see a difference between solar activity when there is a major volcanic eruption. So is there a link between those two, and can we see that in the ice core? And so from there, I was able to develop the skills into how you process and analyse an ice core. And after that, I started to work as an ice core technician. And it was in my job as an ice core technician, because mistakes happen. You drop ice cores on the floor and they smash, or you melt a sample when you're not supposed to. And I thought, this is a lot of money. And all Australian Antarctic activities are taxpayer funded. So I wondered, what does the everyday Australian get out of an ice core? And that's what led me into my PhD project. And because that's more policy based and more assessing research impact, I really thought that my opportunities to go to Antarctica was at an end. But then they were offering some positions for the million-year ice core, and I thought, I really want to go back and do this again. And I want to see some of the differences in logistics between the ice core sites that Australia has worked at.